Welcome to the third episode of the SDL beef tutorial. This time I've made sure that I've actually read the tutorial I'm following before actually starting the video. Arguably these are things I can do from my head, but last video was a bit of an issue, so yeah, I read beforehand what I'm supposed to tell you guys here, and what I'm supposed to do and how we can optimize this a bit in order to make everything work better. Right now, if we actually debug, we can see that whenever we hover over this, it's just like the waiting error and we can't move the window. It's a bit of a problem. Mainly it's because we're actually doing this once, and games want something to do it multiple times. That's actually the thing. It's called the game loop. It comes from code executing, and basically you don't call the update only once, you call the update every frame. Similar how you do it with like in video games, when you press a button you move, and that's what you do there. If you just have one button check and then nothing, wouldn't really anything would happen, so you just make a large loop, and that says whenever you press a button something happens. That's actually the easy way of doing so. So first of all, we're going to create a bool quit. Bool quit. There we go. False. Starts out false. Not that big of a deal. This is our flag whether or not we want to quit. Really. Next thing is going to be a while thing after the load media. A while quit. Actually, we're going to do the opposite of quit. While not quit, this means that while quit is false, so while we don't want to quit, we do all of these things, which are going to be this is going to move here. There you go. And then just put that bit better together. This is already fine, but we're not actually doing what we're supposed to. We also need to depend stuff, which is actually what we're going to do up here. Another while SDL dot poll event doesn't equal 0. This means that SDL has events, an event called programming, and that basically means that whenever I press a button, there's a button pressed event, and as long as what we're doing here is we're just cycling through all events that are this frame and taking them off and doing stuff with them. In this case, we're going to do if e dot. Actually, we're missing something, which is the event handler. I'm going to add it now. We're going to add it in here in the SDL manager because it's a part of SDL, so we're going to have to add it here. So public static SDL dot event handler. It's just event. I think it's just SDL event. E is very good name. I love it. So instead, we're going to do SDL manager.e, and we're going to have to do the position of SDL manager.e. It wants an out SDL manager.e because it wants to overwrite the SDL manager, and we're going to have to allow it here. It's not C or C++ where you can just do that without like saying anything. Yeah, just whatever you want. No, you're going to have to tell the program that yes, you are allowed to modify this variable. So do it here. Now we can do E dot type. Actually, it's SDL manager.e. It's going to be a bit long, but type. And then we do the quit. And then we set quit equals true. This means that we just poll through all of the events until there are no more events. If we find a quit event, which is clicking the quit button, we quit the game. That's basically it. Now we should be able to debug properly, and we should be able to move, and the window shouldn't be closing on itself anymore. It now only closes if we press this button. Also, for those of you who wondered why do we still have the console in there, how we can remove it, you can go to project and then target type GUI application. Then the console should no longer spawn, and it should look better for programming purposes. So yes, this is really a very short video. I think it's mainly based on how the event queue works and how you do it. But I think you should be able to extend that. It's just how a normal queue works. Whenever something happens, an event gets added to the an event gets added, and we just, at the beginning of every frame, we go through all possible events and handle them. For example, what thing we could also do